In yesterday's video, I set up two classes, one called pet and one called dog. The dog was the child class and the pet was the parent class. If we want to pass attributes to each class, we're going to have to change things up a little bit. The first thing we're going to do is define the constructor function in the pet class. In this function, we're going to pass self and age. We also need to add the init function to the dog class. And in this example, we're going to pass age and name into the dog class. So we define init and pass self, age, and name. Since we're using age in the parent class, which is pet, we're going to need to pass age through the super init function. We do this by typing super with open and close parentheses, dot init, and in the parentheses of that, we put age. I also added self.name equals name to give the dog the name attribute. One thing to note is that when we create the instance of the dog class, we need to pass the right amount of arguments into the function. So in this example, I put 10 comma macho. And when I run the code, you see that x.introduce says I am 10 years old, and x.bark prints macho says woof. One thing to remember is that since pet is the parent class of dog, we can access its attributes. So for this example, I can print x.age and you see we get 10. If you want to learn more Python, like and subscribe.